My name is Ryan Phelps, and I'm going to be going over a quick introduction to filters and slicers in Excel. These are a great way to boil down a lot of information into exactly what you're looking for out of a data set. So we will be inserting a table. We will be sorting, filtering, inserting slicers. I'll talk about some of the table issues that can arise. We will also look at how to get your data out of a table and back to a range. To begin, we're going to look at this data set that was put together by some students for a project. This is information about apartments available in the Austin area. The data is a little dated. So suppose that you have these 100 or so apartments and that you're interested in looking within a certain price range, a certain number of bedrooms and bathrooms, etc. So how would we go about doing this? Well, the first step that you could take is to insert a table. Just make sure that you capture all of your data with the table. Working within a table is nice because sorting becomes, at least sorting by one variable, becomes easy. You can see the cheapest apartment is here, Avalon Palms, no bedrooms, one bathroom, etc. You could also sort by size if you wanted to have the largest apartment available. It would be at this location, and this would be the price per month. You can also filter within a table. Suppose that you were only interested in apartments that had 2 or 3 bedrooms. That will boil down your list quite a bit. Suppose that further you are only interested in pet-friendly places that had a washer and dryer. And you have a relatively few amount of units to choose from. We can further look at the distance from the capital. And let's say that you want to be within a couple miles of the capital. And now you have a very reasonable list to navigate. In order to get out of this, we could clear the filters individually, or we could go to Data and hit Clear, and that will clear all of the filters in the table. That is a very reasonable way to reduce your list in order to get exactly what you're looking at. There is another way that's slightly more user-friendly, and that is to insert slicers. Now, if we go to Insert and click Slicers, it will give us a list of all of the variables that we have. But notice if you happen to be in a cell that was outside of the table and you wanted to insert a slicer, it's going to ask you for a table. To avoid that, just make sure that you are on a cell that is within the table and choose your slicers. I'm going to go with the categorical variables, or those with relatively few options. Pet-friendly, fireplace, washer, dryer, distance from capital, etc. And you can just kind of stack these up next to your data. I will zoom out a little bit. Now, even for someone who is not at all familiar with Excel, when presented with this, it's pretty natural just to go ahead and start clicking. So non-pet friendly units, it looks like none of those have a washer or dryer. So let's back out. Let's pick pet friendly washer dryer, no fireplace. And that leaves us with only a couple of distances from the capital. If we choose the closer one, then we have a few options here, but they're all in the same apartment complex. To clear these out, under Data, you're not going to have that in MetaClear. You're going to have to actually go in and clear out all the filters, or all the slices rather, independently. Now suppose that you've gotten what you were after and you want to turn this back from a table into a range. It can be a little cumbersome to work with tables. When the filters are on, different formulas will work differently than normal Excel. With experience, you'll come to see what these differences are. However, it's easy to get back to a range. Just right-click anywhere in the table, click or hover above Table, and click Convert to Range. When you say yes, the slicers are gone because they won't work with a range, and you are back essentially to where you started. I hope you found this helpful. Thank you for watching.